Good day, everyone, especially to Dr. Villar. We are the Group 4 presenting our topic, late adulthood and death and dying. But before we start, let me introduce myself and my members. Hello, everyone. My name is Sophia Bisalbario. Together with my members, Miss Noelin Portodo, Miss Francesca Santos, Miss Danica Rosa Plan, and Miss Jenica Trinidad. Before we start our lesson, let's have some fun and play a game. To be hosted by Miss Portada and Miss Saplan.
So, hey everyone, our game for today is we need to unscramble the letters. So, number one, who wants to answer? So, correct. The answer is late adulthood. Number two, who wants to answer? So, I am correct. The answer is old age. Miss Plan, please continue.
Thank you. Next slide. Who wants to answer? Yes, that's correct. The answer is next slide. Death and dying. Next slide po. Who wants to answer? Yes, that's correct. The answer is early stage. Next slide. Who wants to answer? Yes, that's correct. The answer is depression. Thank you for participating. Next reporter.
So next slide, please. So now let's start our discussion about the late adulthood and death and dying. Next slide. So, learning objectives. By the end of the lesson, the student will be able to, number one, explain what is late adulthood, death and dying. Number two, determine the characteristic, the three stages, the developmental tasks, changes occurs during the late adulthood, and key to a healthier life. Next reporter po.
So, good day everyone. We're discussing what is late adulthood. So, late adulthood is generally considered to begin at about age 65. Um, Hindi lang yan. Yung late adulthood starts in mid-60s and it is the closing period in the lifespan. So, it is a period when people move away from previous life, more desirable period or sign of usefulness. Also, late adulthood um, spans the time when we reach our mid-60s until that. So, this is the longest developmental stage across the lifespan. So, next report will go, please.
So, let's proceed naman sa Erikson theory of late adulthood. According to Erikson, he believed that the late adulthood is a time for making sense of one's life, finding meaning to one's existence, and adjusting to inevitable death. He called this stage ego integrity versus despair. So, when we say ego integrity, it is a feeling of being whole, complete, satisfied with all the achievements, viewing life in the context of all humanity, achieving psychosocial maturity. On the other hand, the despair is feeling too many decisions were wrong, yet time is now too short, holds strong regrets, and having an overall sense of bitterness, unaccepting of death, and mesh with the general sense of anger and contempt for others, blames others for personal failures. So, according to Erickson's theory, yung sa ego integrity and despair, we are torn between ego integrity and despair. Sa ego integrity na kung saan well-lived yung buhay natin, na-achieve natin lahat ng mga goals and mga dreams natin, while sa despair is yung pag-question sa sarili natin if sa mga decisions, mga past decisions natin, and even yung a sense of bitterness, actually yung unaccepting of them. So, yun lang po. Please, next slide. Next reporter, please.
So let's tackle naman about the characteristic of old age. So the first one is late adulthood is a period of decline. So this is the period of aging whereas your body declines or weakens. For example, is our sensory capabilities. So sensory capabilities includes the vision, hearing, smell, and taste. So of course, in vision, this is where our eyesight gets blurry or humihina at lumalabo na yung paningin natin as we get older. So the hearing, sometimes there are poor hearing as we get older. So syempre, nadadamage yung inner ear natin. Kaya as we get older, or as people get older, humihina yung pandinig. Sa smell, as our body weakens, nagbabago din yung pang-amoy natin. Then, as well as the taste, whereas nagbabago yung taste buds natin pag tumatanda tayo. And second is the prone to illnesses and diseases. So, as people get older, their immune system weakens and does not work very well. So, it is a very high risk of health condition. For example, is arthritis, hypertension, or high blood, or tumataas yung high blood pressure natin, major neurocognitive disorders, so as nagkakaroon ng mental function, or we also call this dementia, and the Alzheimer disease. The last is the desire to rejuvenate. So, syempre, elderly people has a desire to remain young as long as possible. So, to remain their youthful appearance hanggang ngayon, today, in this generation, marami ng mga bagay na pwedeng gawin para mas bumata pa tayo. So, this example is therapy or taking drugs like the Geroviral, which is the young drug. So, next reporter. Next slide.
So let's proceed to developmental tasks of old age. So old age has been characterized as a period of loss and decline. A central developmental task that characterizes the transition into old age is adjustment to retirement. So what is retirement? Retirement is the withdrawal from one's position or occupation. So adapting to retirement involves both gains, self-actualization or fulfillment, and losses, example, loss of self-esteem or full sense of self-value. So during this time, the man or his wife very likely to experience several of the following things. So living on a reduced or decreased income due to retirement. Older adults may be experience life situation like not being in a perfect health or serious illness. By this, other adults may become caregivers to their spouse. Some adults have to adjust to the death or loss of their spouse. After they have lived with a spouse for many decades, widowhood may force older people to adjust to loneliness, and moving to a smaller house or place. And because of this, they are forced to learn new ways of living, like living lonely. Next reporter, next slide.
So, changes during late adulthood, physical changes, social changes, and cognitive changes. So, the first one is physical changes. So, these changes include changes in the skin and hair, height and height and weight, hearing loss, and eye disease. However, some of these changes can be reduced by limiting exposure to the sun, eating a nutritious diet, and exercising. Skin and hair change as we age. The skin becomes drier, thinner, and less elastic as we age. So the second one is social changes. During late adulthood, many people find that their relationships with their adult children, siblings, spouse, or life partners change. Roles may also change as many are grandparents or grandparents, caregivers to even older parents or spouse, or receivers of care in a nursing home or other care facility. So the last one is cognitive changes. So cognitive development is affected by aging, especially in the areas of attentions and memory. Cognitive cognition changes in older adulthood are often characterized by processing things more slowly, finding it harder to recall events, and failing to recall previously known information. So that are the three three example of late adulthood. So next reporter, please.
Next slide, please. So what are the keys to longer and healthier life? One is eat healthy diet. According to study, 14% is less likely to die of any cause if they take fruits and if they have a healthy balanced diet. So ika nga, eat better, live longer. So we need to have a balanced diet, portions of eating fruits and vegetables rich in vitamins and minerals. The second one is exercise regularly. So if we exercise regularly, it helps us to strengthen our bones, have a positive effects on our mood, prevent chronic illnesses such as diabetes. The third one is reduce stress level. So those stressors, uh, we can uh, alleviate that through having enough sleep, managing our time and priorities, meditation, yoga, and making time for our hobbies. And the fourth one is don't smoke or drink alcohol and other drugs. By by smoking and taking alcoholic beverages and other drugs will immune our body uh, to make it have to have some diseases that may uh, that that but that will keep our life in a short period of time. Next reporter, please.
So the fifth one to lead a longer and healthier life is cultivate certain positive qualities. So positive qualities are personal attributes, character traits, skills, or strengths that are considered good or help us in some ways. So the sixth is engage with activities of social welfare. So important for communities and people to survive. Often the cycle of poverty is broken due to the social welfare assistance program. People are have access to food, shelter, and medical care that they could not otherwise afford. So the last is develop spiritual and faith. Spiritual development relates to the fundamental questions about the meaning and purpose of life, which affects everyone, and
is not depend on a religious applications. So next reporter, please.
So let's proceed. What is death and dying? Psychological death occurs when the dying person begins to accept death and to withdraw from others and regress into the self. So death is a state of the total disappearance of life or the end of life, while dying is a process that allows an individual to make choices about the treatment and to say goodbyes. But not all deaths include such as dialogue with family members or being able to die in familiar surroundings. Some people die in unfamiliar places and alone, or leave home and never return. Next reporter, next slide.
So these are the three stages of dying. There are three main stages of dying: the early stage, the middle stage, and the last stage. These are marked by various changes in responsiveness and functioning. So first, we must tackle first the early stage. In early stage, the patient will begin eating and drinking markedly less. Few days to several weeks. Eating becomes more of a burden. So dito sa early stage, paunti ng paunti yung mga tinitake ng mga patients. Like kung mapapansin natin, sip of liquid lang, tapos mga isang kutsara lang yung kinakain nila, and nawawalan sila ng gana. Kasi ano ba nangyayari sa katawan nila during this stage? During this stage, natural process yung nangyayari when the body shuts down for hunger. The second one is the middle stage. Sa middle stage naman, mapapansin natin yung changes sa physical appearance. Mostly, they are less responsive, unable to speak or move at all. Parang nakahiga lang talaga sila. And kasi, yung blood circulation nila nag-slow during this stage. Kaya kung mapapansin natin or kung na-encounter na natin, yung kamay nila and yung paa nila malamig. And usually darker yung appearance nun. The last one is the last stage of dying. Ang changes naman nito mapapansin natin in the breathing, the way they breathe. So, dito din sa stage na to, yung bowel movements nag-stop since wala na nga silang tinitake na ano na pagkain or nutrients, nag-stop na din yung bowel movements nila. Tapos ang shallow ng breathing nila and maririnig natin yung chest congestion. Next reporter please, and next slide.
So let's proceed to the 5 characteristics of death. So death and dying has been studied extensively by Elizabeth Robler-Ross, who suggested that terminally ill patients display the following 5 basic reactions. The first one is denial. So denial is an attempt to deny the reality and to isolate oneself from the event. This is frequently the first reaction. So this is where a person refuse or deny the reality of dying. Dito, dinideny niya na makita yung totoo within the situation. So this is a defense mechanism to protect oneself from discomfort or anxiety. The second is anger. So frequently follows as the person envies the living and asks, why should I be the one to die? So fear is probably one of the most common source of anger, especially when close to death. You can feel the anger or resentment about the situation. So, syempre, it could be um cause of regret or regression about the life that you're living. So, syempre, kapag you're going to die, syempre magagalit ka sa situation na bakit ako yung mamamatay. And it could be a regret about the life that you live na nagagalit ka na bakit kailangan mo mamatay ngayon. So next,
So for the continuation, the third one is depression. Depression is at the end here recognition that death is inevitable or cannot be avoided or prevented. So that separation from family will occur leads to feelings of exhaustion, futility, and deep depression. Ah, sa stage na 'to or sa characteristic na 'to is kapag, ah, nawalan tayo ng mahal sa buhay, ah, we felt that sadness or persistent feeling of sadness. Wala tayong interest, nawawalan tayo ng interest, gano'n. And also when we're, ayun nga, ah, so the next one is bargaining. Bargaining is one of the stages or characteristics of grieving, ah, kapag namatayan or one of the experiences we may have grieving or we have a loss of our loved one. In this stage, uh, we may find ourselves or you may find yourself negotiating that with yourself, with people around you, with faith or with a higher power to try and mitigate or undo your loss. Parang nag-iisip ka na, what if, for example na lang, ganito, ah, nagkasakit, hindi naman, ah, for example lang, nagkasakit yung isa sa family member namin, example lang. Tapos, hindi siya dinala sa hospital. So, may possibility na mamamatay or something na ganun. Tapos, parang mapapaisip na, what if dinala siya sa hospital, mamamatay siya or hindi? Something na ganun yung bargaining. Ang sabi ni Sabrina Romanoff, PSYD, she said, bargaining is a defense against the feelings of helplessness experienced after loss. It happens when people struggling to accept the reality of the loss and the limits of their control over the situation. So the next one, is acceptance. In this stage or in this characteristic, it often follows if death is not sudden and the person finds peace with the inevitable. So sa acceptance naman, it involves um, recognizing and embracing reality as it is. Parang you accept the fact or the reality or the situation happens without trying to change or deny it. Na hindi mo na kailangan baguhin pa or hindi ka na mag-iisip ng what if only had, kung ganito ginawa ko, ganito ganyan. So, bali parang tinatanggap mo na kung ano yung nangyari. It is a powerful concept that can significantly impact our mental and emotional well-being. So, you are finding peace in the present moment. So, uh, and accepting characteristic or stage of death, you are being kind or you are being kind to yourself or you are accepting the fact or you are accepting what happened. So, ayun. Please, Trinidad, please continue. Miss Trinidad at outro na.
So, do you have any questions or any clarification with regarding our topic? If none, please, next slide, please. So this is our references for our topics. Next slide, please. So thank you for listening to our report.